Lady Ev, the Corvus Empire's king has been spotted just to the west.
Finally. He'll be mine for the taking. There you are. You seem to get better every time we fight. So do I? Well, I'm flattered. When will this war come to a close? When we finally destroy you and your empire? As if. I'd like to see you Corvians try.
Your Majesty!
Warren, I'm a little busy right now.
The Corvian soldiers have Battalion 3 surrounded in the north. If we don't go and help them...
This was your plan, wasn't it? Fine. Escape as you always do. But trust me, next time you won't be so lucky. Let's go.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Ronick. Thank goodness. I thought we lost you. What happened? You're gonna end me one of these days, you know. Just wait until the council hears how much you've been risking out here.
Errant? Come in.
I wanted to congratulate you on the overwhelming defeat of the Corvian troops today, Lady Ev. Though, half of it was because of my amazing strategy.
Ha ha. But don't remind me. We may have won, but it was only by chance. That's all this war has been. Back and forth with no end in sight.
Well, Lady Ev, if I may say something as your trusted strategist.
Go ahead.
The war that you fight is not yours and the Corvian kings. It's your parents. And his parents. You simply fight due to revenge. It would benefit both sides if we found another solution. And I know, if anything, it sounds weird that I'm the one who wants the fighting to stop. But at this point, we'll run ourselves into the ground.
I know, Errant, I know. But would the other side even be open to a compromise? I can't show weakness, then have them take advantage of that. I have to protect my people.
We have to try, don't we? If we do not, at the very least, attempt to make peace, we might not have an empire left to protect.
But will they truly be open to it? There's just been so many years of fighting, so much death, endless revenge. It's at a point that many of us don't even know what we're fighting for.
We're not the only ones being hurt by this war. I believe they would be open to at least sitting down and talking. And not a moment too soon.
What do you mean?
There is someone else who wants to meet with you and Emperor Ronick.
And who is that?
Xeon-esque.
The man who conquered Wool? That war-crazed lunatic? What could he want from us?
That's a very good question. Do you wish to meet him?
I don't exactly want to provoke him into anger. Fine. I will entertain a conversation with this Xeon. Is he meeting the both of us together?
That is what he asked for.
Fine. Set it up. Xeon probably just wants to meet us, and I can use this as an excuse to meet the Corvus Empire's king as well.
Good. Want me to come with you?
No, it'll probably just be meaningless introductions anyway.
Maybe so, but something irks me about that Sion guy. And you know how I feel about the Corvian King Ronick. I'll just wait outside then.
Aren't you the one who told me to make peace with him?
With his empire, not him. Though, given both of your history, I didn't think this was an option either way.
Welcome, both of you. I have to say, this is quite unexpected.
I would say I'm sorry for the abrupt meeting, but this is how I do most things. I am Xeon-esque, leader of the Fleur-de-Lis, and Emperor of the New World.
That's quite a title. I'll call you Xeon.
Only if I can call you Linyev.
That's something that is earned, Xeon.
Oh, Corvus King. Impatient, aren't we? You are Ronik Sylvia, Emperor of the Corvus Empire? Sorry. I didn't doubt you. I just wanted to make sure is all. Well then, I'll get to the point. I have a proposal for the two of you. Empress Linia of Nia of the Vermiculus Empire, and Emperor Ronik Sylvia of the Corvus Empire.
A proposal?
I'll be frank. I will be invading one of your empires in a month, and I'm offering one of you a way to get out of it. Now, I can't have both of you agreeing to this deal. Just one. I need to conquer something, don't I?
And the deal?
If Linyev agrees, I want to marry her, and if Ronik agrees, I wish to be adopted into the Corvus Empire.
Do you not already have a wife? I heard that you took in the Duke's daughter from Wool to be yours.
Oh, yes, it's true. But why can't I have more than one? You wish to talk to Linyev privately? Fine. Though, I don't know what talk could happen between the leaders of two warring nations. I will take my leave for a moment.
Will I accept his offer? Well, I prioritize the safety of my empire over all else, and is it not better to keep enemies close? Yes, I will do whatever I have to for my people, but I think I will deny his offer. Why? Well, it's simple. I don't like Xeon. But it will be hard to guarantee the Vermiculus Empire's safety if I don't agree. I will have to find some other way. Yes, that's all I want. My people's safety. What do you mean to say? We don't have much time. I need to figure out a way to deny his offer. And if you accept it, then... Why are you coming so close? Yes, I still have the scar. They don't disappear that easily, you know? It hasn't been too long since... Well, you know. And what about you? Are you accepting his offer? No? Why? This could be your chance to defeat my empire. What other choice could you have? What do you mean? A solution for the both of us? Me? Marry you? Yes, I see what you mean. If we join powers, Jan would be outnumbered, and he doesn't know about our history, so he thinks we hate each other more than anything. This could catch him off guard, but our empires have been at war for years. This amounts to more than just us. Yes, I guess we can be the ones to end it. This may be the best way. Fine, I'll do it. I'll marry you.
So, have we decided? I do hope you both didn't fight over me.
We have decided, and it seems I will have to decline your offer as I already have a marriage partner.
You? Oh my. I like this. It'll be a lot more fun this way. Oh, nothing. I will be taking my leave now. I wish you the best of luck. I'll see you two out on the battlefield. Don't tear yourselves up before I get to you. Destroying you will be my job.
How would we end a war and start one in one day? Ronick. It's time to create a battle strategy that will run Xeon into the ground, though, knowing your mind, it shouldn't be too hard.
Did I hear strategy?
Errant, call the generals for a meeting. We have a new foe. Oh, and call Solaris.
The decorator?
Yes,
Why?
because we're also planning a wedding.
Welcome, Your Majesty.
Rise. You all know this is never necessary.
You know, most empresses would love this.
Well, Yanessa, she isn't like most empresses, is she?
That's a conversation for another time. Right now, we have much more important things to discuss, generals. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes, like the fact that you're getting married to a Corvian? What are you thinking?
Don't question Her Majesty.
I kind of have to when she decides to marry the emperor of a nation we've been at war with for decades.
I know how bizarre it is. I know that there is so much pent-up pain and hurt and loss, and that marrying him seems like the worst decision, but it was the best one I could make. Our empires are hardly surviving this war. We can't take a second.
A second, Your Majesty.
That brings me to the topic of this meeting. You've all heard of Xeon-esque, correct? He came to Emperor Ronick and I and gave us an offer. He told us that he would be invading one of our nations and that one of us could get out of it.
Isn't that good then? You should have taken him up on the offer and let him burn the Corvus Empire to the ground.
In exchange for that, Xeon wanted to marry me.
Marry you? What a twisted man.
No, I thought about it. Believe me, I did. But you all should have seen the look in his eyes as he made the offer. Somewhere in my gut, I knew that he wouldn't keep his word. So I decided to go with the man I knew rather than the one I didn't. Ronick offered to marry me so we could stand as a united front against Xeon.
That must have scared him away.
Oh, no. Rather, it excited him. We are not dealing with a normal enemy. Xeon-esque is a psychopath, one who will go to the ends of the earth to accomplish his goal. You know what he called himself when he entered the room? The Emperor of the New World.
Arrogant piece of crap.
That's quite a title.
So we need to be ready for whatever he throws at us. Errant, have you looked into what I asked you to?
Yes. According to my scouts, Xeon-esque is currently still in Wool. That means we have a good amount of time before he reaches us. We need to have this wedding finished as soon as we can. Then, we and the Corvus Empire can start preparing our troops.
Yanessa, how do our magic defenses look?
Pretty good. I'll be upgrading them soon, and this also means I can try out the new spells I've been eyeing.
I'd expect nothing less from my General of Magic.
Get ready to see what you've never seen before.
And our cavalry? Warren?
All prepared. I'll be training some new additions in the upcoming weeks.
Perfect. And Errant, already planning out Xeon's defeat?
Of course. He won't know what hit him. Oh, and I called Solaris. She'd love to be in charge of the decor for your wedding.
Then it seems like we have everything we need. That's all we need to talk about today. I'll speak to Ronick later regarding the details. Why are you all looking at me like that?
Well, we just wanted to ask if you would be okay. You and Emperor Ronick aren't exactly acquaintances. We all know what happened between you two. Will you really be okay?
Of course. This is for the good of the Empire.
I should go check on her, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
Oh, Yanessa. Did you need to tell me something?
Not exactly. I just wanted to check up on you, really. You say that you're fine and put on a front, but I'm no idiot like everyone else in there. I can tell this isn't easy for you.
Was I that obvious?
Just slightly. I mean, we all know about how you and Ronick met. It wasn't a normal meeting by any circumstances. And now you're getting married to the guy. It'd be weirder if you were okay with it.
I'm not exactly terrified at the news. But you're right. It is weird. I mean, we've been at war for so long. I've practically made myself hate him. For times he's deserved it, and many that he hasn't. It was the only way to keep me going after my parents died, but now I'm marrying him.
I get what you mean. It's like imagining if you told me to marry Errant. Oh, I get goosebumps just thinking about it.
Thanks, Yanessa, for talking to me. I don't think I could have had this conversation with anyone else.
Like I said, idiots, all of them.
See you tomorrow. Oh, also, mind being my maid of honor for the wedding? I just don't have anyone else.
I'd be honored, Your Majesty. Good night.
Good night.
I leave you alone for one day and you get engaged? I understand, Ronick. You needed to for the protection of our empire. But was there really no other way? We've been at war for generations. We've killed theirs, they've killed ours. How could we just put it all behind us? For the sake of the future, huh? You're too wise for your own good, Your Majesty. What am I supposed to say to that? Just be careful, okay? You don't know her that well, and I know that you grew up with each other, but you spent so much time apart. So much time aiming your swords at each other's throats. She wouldn't do that? Well, Your Majesty, sorry to tell you, but she already has. On many occasions, as you have to her. Yes, the pent-up anger has put both you and Empress Leneve into this position. If you both somehow manage to come to terms with your grief, you could lead our nations into prosperity. But that sort of peace is hard to find, Your Majesty. As long as you believe so, I'll trust your judgment. And I'll try not to say, I told you so, if anything goes wrong.
This is Ron. Lonnie, say hello.
Hello, Ron. It's nice to meet you.
I really hope you'll get along.
Of course we will.
How could you lie to me? After all this time, how could you? I thought you cared for me. I thought I meant more than that to you. A dream? Not again.
Leoniev! The messenger just told me that Ronick will be coming in a bit to discuss something. He'll be coming through the teleportation gate.
All right. It was just a dream. You aren't 16 anymore. Breathe, Leoniev, breathe. Good morning as well. Well, as good as I can be. Yourself? That's good. Shall we move towards the garden? So, how did your retainers take it? I'm guessing they weren't exactly ecstatic at having a vermiculin queen. Well then, at least our retainers are on the same wavelength. Mine reacted similarly, but put it to rest upon hearing the whole story. How did your council react to Xeon? Brushed it away? I do forget that your council is quite different than my generals. They're all old nobles who want to protect their own wealth more than the people. Yes, before my father passed away, he decreed that I would be able to choose my own generals. It was not the same for you. Still, you have to have someone you trust over there. That's good. We need to talk about our past? I don't believe so. What relevance does the past hold to our current struggles? Doing so will only bring up unpleasant memories. No, I guess not. It wasn't all unpleasant, but it did happen faster than I could have processed. And I'm sorry as well for yelling at you. My parents' death were not your fault. I just needed someone to blame. Yeah, it feels like yesterday I first met you in the Media Society. The Media Society wanted to see the war between our empires come to an end, so they brought the both of us in under false identities and hoped that if we became friends, we would put an end to the war between our nations. Yes, then, while we were sparring, one of the Media Society staff ran their mouths a bit too loud. We had just suffered the loss of our parents, so our anger was too new to be contained. We started fighting for real, and it took, 3 of our teachers to pull us apart? Oh, the scar? You don't have to be sorry. It was both of our faults. You wish to be friends again? I don't know about that. It's been so long. We've grown up without each other. We've hurt each other countless times, but I do have regrets from that night. Maybe we can start out with something simpler. Allies, maybe. Yes, allies that are getting married. Who knows where it could go from here? You'll make it up to me? Well, I'm looking forward to it, Emperor Ronick.
Sun's almost up.
Yep. How was your break?
It was okay, as normal pretty much.
Just another one of those days, isn't it? Guarding the castle. As if they even need us. As long as we have the generals, we'll be fine.
Indeed, it is... An arrow?
Grab it. There's a message on it.
I'm coming in 3 days' time. Zion-esque. I have to tell the generals.
Just another day. Just had to ruin it, didn't you?
Leniev, he's coming.
Sion?
Who else?
This fast, huh? He wants a challenge.
So it seems.
Well then, who am I to take that from him?
Indeed. Where's Ronick?
He's back in the Corvus Empire right now. Thankfully, due to the teleportation gate, he's able to go back and forth fast. We both still do have empires to run.
Yes, that is true.
When is he coming?
3 days' time.
The wedding date? Sion always did have a love for flair.
Well, it is a bit earlier than expected. But we'll be ready.
Station more guards on the castle walls and tell them to keep watch for Zion's army. I don't trust Zion. He could be using this message as a way to mess with our minds and come at a different time.
Ah, I see your point.
Has the archer been located?
No. The arrow almost seemed to appear out of nowhere.
Magic.
Perhaps. We have to be prepared for anything.
Yes. Yes, we do.
Don't look too serious, though. You have us. We'll win. We always do.
Was the message delivered?
Yes, mighty one.
Good. I can just imagine the looks on their faces. Thomas?
Yes?
They didn't see you?
No, of course not. Not with the power you gave me.
Good, good. And about the other thing? A certain assassination attempt on a certain Corvian king?
The plan is in motion. After all, if there isn't a groom, there can't be a wedding.
Yes, yes, Thomas, you are correct.
Don't sigh like that, Ronick. Some may think you're missing your future bride. It's crazy every time I think about it. The Corvian Emperor and the Vermiculan Empress getting married, and both of you were fighting on the battlefield not too long ago, if I remember. It was just a misunderstanding. What sort of misunderstanding makes two people go from trying to stab each other to being joined in holy matrimony? I mean, at least you look happier. So, there is that. Yes, Your Majesty. You really do. Anyway, why don't you retire for the night? The wedding is in 3 days. Are you heading to the Vermiculus Empire soon? All right, I believe I'll see you at the wedding then.
in his office.
Are you sure?
Yes, it's a trusted source. Now come on, for the new world.
Why isn't he here?
Xeon will have our...
So you just wanted to have a flashy entrance. Hello there, Ronick Sovia.
Assassins we are.
What do you mean, we suck? You'll be eating your words in a few moments.
Okay. We give up. Please, show us mercy.
Yeah, please show us mercy. We were sent by Zionesque. You know.
He knows who that is. Give him a message?
Tell him you're coming for him. That's all?
Alright, let's go. Quickly, before he changes his mind.
Ah, Your Imperial Majesty. Her Majesty? She should be in the garden right now.
Ronick? What are you doing here? Weren't you supposed to come here tomorrow morning? Me? Yes, I'm fine. What's wrong? You look a bit disheveled. What? Xeon? I guess we both got messages from Xeon in different ways. An arrow was shot on our castle wall, where Xeon delivered a message saying that he would be here in 3 days. Yes, during the wedding, I suppose. He wants the whole world to witness his attempt at a coup. Emphasis on attempt. Yes, we shall meet with my generals to plan first thing tomorrow. For now, I believe we both need our rest. Follow me. You can sleep here. Of course. Yes, I will be careful. And so must you, all right? You will not let me get hurt again? Well, what a coincidence. Neither shall I. Maybe not physically, but some scars penetrate much deeper than that. Good night, Ronick. Ronick? Are you ready? Good morning. Did you sleep well? Good. We shall meet my generals for breakfast, and to discuss strategy, of course. Is your council getting more used to our news? Yes, I guess it isn't exactly something one can just get used to, but they'll have to one day. Yes, I guess some of our people don't see him as a large threat. I'd bet they'd think differently if they had just seen his eyes. So devoid of life and kindness. It was as if I was looking at the eyes of someone who'd already died. Well, here we are.
Why would I have to be nice to the guy, huh?
Because, whether you like it or not, he'll be our emperor in 2 days.
Yes, sure, but also because his parents' faults are not his own.
Yes. Listen to your Your Majesties! Good morning!
You'll know we could hear you, right?
Idiots. All of them.
Oh, your Majesty, Ronick. How doth you fare?
Ha ha ha. Great singing.
At least I'm trying.
Don't look at me. If I open my mouth, bad things will come out of it.
Ronick, meet my generals. This is Aaron Foster. He's my genius strategist, and the only man who's been able to outwit you on a few occasions.
More than a few. Hey there. You can call me Errant. Excited to be working with the second best strategist on the continent. With number one being me, of course.
And this is Yanessa Howe, my general of magic. Any magic developed in the Vermiculous Empire is overseen by her.
Oh, how polite. Wonderful to meet you, Ronick. I know I've exploded many of your things with my magic before. I would apologize, but you know how it was.
And this is Warren Jack. He's in charge of training our fleet of cavalry.
Yes, hello.
Warren served Laniev's father for years and years. So, he may have a bit of a grudge towards your family.
Which makes no sense, because we also hurt his family.
Yanessa is right. If we wish to overcome Xeon, we need to realize that the war between our empires happened in the past. Did it hurt both sides? Yes. But if we don't put it behind us, we won't have a future. Warren, I know how close you were to my father, and I miss him more than anyone, but you have to get over it. Or at least try. For me.
I will try.
Thank you. Yes, as Ronick said, let us all sit. Could we get some tea? As we all know, Sion will be here in 3 days. Whether that means with a squad or with an entire army, we do not know. But we have to be prepared for anything.
Yes, he probably has tricks upon tricks ready for us. But we just have to be more prepared than he is.
And how exactly do you suppose we do that? We only have 3 days.
Who do you think you're talking to, Warren? There's always a way. This way just involves whispers and enchanted walls.
There you go again.
Well, do you want me to tell you the plan or what?
What do you think, Your Majesty? Gold for the basis or silver?
Perhaps silver?
You should be more enthusiastic about your wedding, Your Majesty. It only happens once. Oh, well, it's supposed to, but still. And, oh, yes, the wedding dress. You told me you didn't really care what you wore, but I decided to create 3 options for you. Are you ready?
Yes.
What do you think?
They're beautiful.
Really? Which one do you like the most?
Oh, well, I don't know.
Who's there? Ah, it's His Majesty. I'll get the door.
Hello, Ronick. What, did something happen? You just wanted to speak to me?
Oh,
Well...
wonderful. You can help Her Majesty choose a wedding dress.
Oh, Solaris, he doesn't have to. I'm sure he's... Really? Are you sure?
He said he's sure. Come on, Your Majesty. You can go behind the curtain.
Okay.
So, Your Majesty, what made you fall for our lovely Empress? Come on, don't hesitate. Tell! Yes, she does care about her people above all. She's always like that, placing her subjects above her own health at all times. I hope she'll let me stay her decorator forever, so that I'll be able to pay her back for everything she's done for me. Now, what else? Was it her beauty? Well, it would be hard not to fall victim to Her Majesty's looks. Though, often, I don't think she knows that herself.
Okay, I'm ready.
It's incredible!
Really? I wasn't sure I put the back part on right and I was... Truly? Thank you, Ronick. Should I try the other?
I agree with His Majesty. Trying the other ones on would be pointless. This dress was made for you, Your Majesty.
All right. I'll wear this one then. Ready for what? The war or the wedding? Then I am ready for both, but also nervous about both. Yes, well, we have prepared as much as we could. Yes, they're here to welcome us. Hello. Hi. No, they don't adore me. They're just excited about the parade. Yes, the cathedral is in the middle of the capital. It's the one all the Vermicularan royals before us got married at, including my parents. Yes, I do wish they were here, but I know that they would be supporting me no matter what, and I'll make them proud. I guess we're here. Shall we?
Your Majesties, you're here.
Yes, we are.
Well then, let's get this show on the road. Warren, could you escort His Majesty to his spot? And don't kill him on the way, please.
Fine.
Okay, I'll make sure everything is ready for you. Just give me a moment.
Nervous? Your Majesty.
You can tell?
Just take a deep breath. Everything will be okay. The wedding now, and even the war.
Of course it will be. I have you guys, don't I?
Yes, as you always will. One more deep breath, Your Majesty, and you're in.
We are all gathered here today to celebrate the union between Ronick Sovia and Lani of Nia. They will both lead the Vermiculon and Corvian empires into a prosperous age. Ronick Sovia, do you swear to protect Lani of Nia? Do you swear to love and cherish her? And Lani of Nia, do you swear to protect Ronick Sovia?
I do.
Do you swear to love and cherish him?
I do.
Then by the power vested in me, and with the heavens as my very witness, I pronounce you both husband and wife.
May I say something?
Of course, Your Majesty.
Fair guests, I know many of you have traveled far and wide for this occasion, and I want to give you much thanks. Today I stand before you not as an empress, but as a woman who has fallen deeply in love. I can only hope that you will support our reign in the future and that we can prove ourselves worthy of that support. Thank you so much for your attendance. The reception will be held at the palace.
What a wonderful speech, Your Majesty.
I do try.
It was executed magnificently. Now, on to the next part. The reception. You and Ronick should get going. You can't have guests arriving to your palace without you.
All right, we shall. See you later. Come, Ronick.
Of course.
Do you all trust him?
Ronick?
Yes.
I don't. But I trust the Empress. So if she trusts him, so will I.
Well, I won't. It's not even about prejudice. He just hasn't proven his capability to us yet.
Don't insult the Empress's choices. It isn't our place to decide who she can trust.
Yes, but it is our place to protect her.
And protect her we shall, but we can't have doubt spreading now. Plus, we can always get rid of him if needed. He hasn't been fighting in the war a lot, right? I heard he's taken on the role of tactician more than he's been donning his sword.
Even so, we shouldn't be so sure that we could defeat him.
But without his army, don't you think
No. The Empress picked him for that reason.
What reason?
You know what she said when I asked her how strong Ronick is? She said we didn't even stand a chance.
Yes, I'm almost ready. Sorry, the reception is about to begin, isn't it? What's that look for? You can't believe we're married. You're right. It is something sort of weird to try and wrap my head around, but somehow it doesn't exactly feel wrong. Shall we?
Ah, Your Majesties. Congratulations on your wedding.
Yanessa, you're here. How was your journey?
Splendid. The weather was quite beautiful. Everything seems to be falling into place just for your wedding.
Yes, indeed. It's almost as if fate is on our side.
Well, hopefully that is where it'll stay.
Indeed, Your Majesty. Indeed.
When?
Any minute now. Come on, Warren.
Your Majesty, terrible news! They are now approaching!
What? They? Who dares approach?
During their Majesty's wedding?
Who is approaching, Warren?
Xeon-esque! The madman who wishes to overtake our empires!
Preposterous.
Couldn't he at least wait until the next day? How cruel.
Excuse me, could I get everyone's attention? Tragic news has been brought to our doorstep. A foe has appeared. After I rejected his proposal to marry the one I love, Xeon-esque is attempting to invade our great nation to ruin this wedding.
Half truths and half lies. They work quite well.
We will do everything in our power to protect you all. The Vermiculous Empire apologizes, especially to the monarchs who came from far lands just for this. Your safety means so much, but
Don't cry, Your Majesty. It isn't your fault.
To start a war merely because a woman said no to you? This Sion man seems unreasonable.
Indeed.
What's wrong with getting married if you love each other? Your Majesty, you can count on the Kingdom of Jadala's support. We would never let this nation fall to someone like that.
Hook, line, and sinker.
My troops can be here as soon as I call them.
I offer my aid as well.
This is how we fight, Xeon-esque. Now, what's your move?
His army is in front of the west gate, as we're on the south castle wall. You can see them right over there. They seem to be preparing for battle and could initiate at any time. Yes, Your Majesty. We'll make sure to keep our eyes on them. But make sure to take care of ourselves. Thank you, Your Majesty.
Sound the horn. They're attacking in a few minutes.
Are you sure, General? They've been waiting there for quite some time.
Well, Your Majesty, they're attacking now because of the fires at their camps. They're putting them out now. They'll be moving soon. Alert everyone. But stick to the plan.
Yes, Your Majesty. Sound the horn!
Time to see if my little tricks will work.
Little, huh?
General Errant was right. They're taking up their weapons.
Laniev is at the north castle wall right now. Yes, you. Alert the Empress. The battle is beginning.
Yes, right away.
Remember the plan.
I know they told us to stay still, but they're getting closer.
Do not doubt the generals. Do not move.
Closer. Just a little closer. And there it is. Yanessa sky magic.
They're being launched into the air. Incredible.
Perfect.
Don't go acting so smug. It may have been your plan, but it's my magic.
That must hurt.
just high enough that they'll break a bone or two. Much better than dying in battle, I'd say. But regardless, they're out of the equation now.
Oh, maybe don't look down there. There's a lot of blood. They must have realized that climbing the wall is pointless. They're shooting arrows now.
I came as soon as I heard. Updates?
Plan is working splendidly. But they've now realized the wall is a no-go. Moving on to phase 2 of the plan?
Yes. They'll keep shooting. Everyone, make sure to stay back so the arrows can't reach you.
All right. I'll make sure the preparations are in order.
What? No, I'm not going anywhere. I have been in many battles before. You fought me yourself. I have to be here for my troops. We will not argue about this. Now, do you have a spare bow lying around?
Sky magic, huh?
Yes.
Well, how kind of them. They really wish to draw me out, don't they? Well, if a fight with me is what they want, that's all they're getting. Thomas?
What is it?
Prepare it. I will take the Vermiculous Empire today.
Your Majesties, we're ready. On your cue.
All right. We have to get them to the right spot first. Archers, move to the north. All right. Keep firing. Just like that.
Ready?
Yes. Now.
Zeon will regret ever trying to invade this empire. I am amazing, aren't I? Though, in all honesty, this wasn't all me. We got people to hollow out the ground below that specific spot. With everyone on it, all it took was a mere bomb to make it collapse. I just detonated that bomb.
There are hardly any of them left. We're gonna win this for sure.
Why would you ever doubt it? They tried to go against the Vermiculous Empire after all.
Errant. Troops we secured from the party guests. They're guarding the palace right now, correct?
Yes. So, we can divert all of our strength here.
Move as many as you can here.
You think Sion has something else up his sleeve?
Yes, I do.
What is that?
Oh. As always, Leniev. Right on the money. You, get the troops from the palace. We need everyone here.
Yes, General. What do I tell them?
Tell them. There are monsters here.
You will fight it? Ronick, you... Me and you? We are the only people who could win. Yanessa, if we had you backing us up, then we could stand a chance.
You can count on me as always.
Your Majesty, it's getting closer. What do we do?
Yanessa, enchant their arrows. I guess Sion has decided to transform himself into a rock monster. It won't pierce through him, but it'll buy us some time.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Ronick and I are going down there. Nessa, when you're done, follow us. And Errant, don't give me that look. We are the only ones who can beat that thing.
All right. We'll try to hold it off and give as much support from here. Warren is on his way with his cavalry.
All right. Let's go. Get on your horse, fast. Open the gate. We've never fought together before. I mean, I guess we fought against each other. Who knew our first fight together would be against a giant rock monster thing? It's throwing boulders. Go to the right. To the left. Okay, we just have to hold out until Yanessa comes to back us up. Are you ready? I'll take its right leg. You go to the left.
Need a little help? That should strengthen your sword. Now try.
I got my side. Now quickly. It can rebuild its legs? We have to do them both at the same time then, but...
Ready to strike!
Warren, you're here.
But of course!
We need to destroy its legs at the same time. You go to the left and we'll take this one. When Yanessa says so, we both break them.
Roger that!
Okay, now!
We did it! Now, that was some nice swinging, Ronick. I guess you've been holding back when we fought. Just a little.
This is not the end. You may have defeated me once, but you will never be able to defeat me truly. I will always...
Nice punch. I think I might actually start to like you.
Yes, let's go back. After all, we do still have the reception. Solaris will be angry if our decorations go unseen.
I deserve a lot of champagne after this.
So, Ronick, you were holding out on us. I saw the way you fought Sion. I've never seen anyone move like that before. You held back for Laniev. This story goes back much more than we thought.
You were zooming all over the place. You guys were moving in sync and everything.
It wasn't bad, I'll say.
What are you all talking about?
Nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
Nothing? Sure. Well, here, Ronick. Everyone, a toast. To what? Well, to us. To this nation. And to ending the war.
To ending the war.
To ending the war.
To ending the war!